Alright, we're halfway through the year for the NFL season, so why not do an NFL award predictions video? And we'll start out with the big stuff as we're starting out for MVP. And we'll go we're gonna go AFC, NFC, and then say who should be like the main one. So starting in the AFC, we have Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, and Patrick Mahomes. And I think Deshaun Watson will more likely top that. Lamar and Patrick will be down there in 2 and 3. Then we have NFC, which is Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, and Christian McCaffrey. I think Russell Wilson will top that list, and I think Russell Wilson is on pace to win the MVP right now. I do think Christian McCaffrey should win it, but I think Russell Wilson will win it just because it's a quarterback award pretty much. Then we move on to Offensive Player of the Year. Where in the AFC, we have Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, and Patrick Mahomes. I have Watson topping that list off once again. Then NFC, we have Christian McCaffrey, Russell Wilson, and Dalvin Cook, with Christian McCaffrey topping that list. I do think Christian McCaffrey will probably more than likely win Offensive Player of the Year because look at his stats. He's literally carrying the Panthers and a quarterback-led lead now. A running back's finally finding a way to lead his team. Then we move on to Defensive Player of the Year. Where in the AFC, we have Myles Garrett, Stephon Gilmore, and Joey Bosa. Of course, Myles Garrett tops that list. The NFC, we have Bobby Wagner, Nick Bosa, and Aaron Donald, with Bobby Wagner topping that list. So, I think Myles Garrett more than likely will end up being Defensive Player of the Year by the end of it. Don't be surprised if Nick Bosa comes out on top, though. It would be very interesting to see as well, though. Then we move on to Offensive Rookie of the Year, where we have in the AFC, Josh Jacobs, Marquise Brown, and Gardner Minshew, with, of course, Josh Jacobs topping that list. In the NFC, we have Kyler Murray, Daniel Jones, and Terry McLaurin. I do think it is going to be very close between Josh Jacobs and Kyler Murray by the end of the year. I do think Josh Jacobs will more than likely take the award by the end of the year, though. Then we move on to Defensive Rookie of the Year, where in the AFC, I have Devin Bush, Josh Allen, Curry Willis. And in NFC, we have Nick Bosa. I don't have anybody else from the NFC. I don't think anybody else is really going to take this award except for Nick Bosa. And I don't think it's relevantly close. It's both the Rookie Year awards aren't really relatively close. Maybe Kyler Murray catches up to Josh Jacobs, but that's a maybe. But Nick Bosa's got Defensive Rookie of the Year. No questions asked. When you're in conversation for Defensive Player of the Year, you automatically win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Then, of course, we have Comeback Player of the Year. Usually, this is kind of a quarterback award as well, especially if a quarterback was hurt the year before and has a decent season. And in the AFC, there's no real comeback player this year. I suppose Darren Waller could be considered one. Some people are saying Jacoby Brissett's a consideration of Comeback Player of the Year. I don't think he ever got hurt, so I don't understand where that came from. Main injuries were in the NFC, where we had Jimmy Garoppolo, Cooper Kupp, and Dalvin Cook, as those are the top three. And more than likely, I see Jimmy Garoppolo taking this award at the end of the year, especially if he keeps performing like he did last Thursday. But I could also see Dalvin Cook end up trying to find a way to take this award home. And for Coach of the Year, I only have 2 names for each conference. As AFC, I have Frank Reich and Bill Belichick. NFC, I have Sean Payton, Kyle Shanahan. AFC winning, I have Frank Reich. NFC winning, I have Sean Payton. Now, this is going to be close between Frank Reich and Sean Payton. Of course, Payton had Breeze get hurt. He went out for 5 weeks. And now his team's doing amazing. Even without Breeze, they went undefeated. Reich, his starting quarterback, left him 2 weeks prior to the season, and he put Brissett in a situation to win. So, considering the fact, this is a little biased. I'm a Colts fan, so it's a little biased. But I think Frank Reich should win this award, depending on his record, of course. If he goes 11-5, he should definitely win this award. When you have a franchise quarterback retire 2 weeks prior before the end of preseason, And then, you know, look at his record. He's done amazing with the team he has. So if he just keeps up what he's doing, even if he goes 10 for 6, 10 and 6, he'd be heavily considered for Coach of the Year. Considering, in fact, if I remember correctly, everybody had the Colts going, 6 and 10 with Brissett? That's kind of hurtful. So, those are my predictions for the NFL awards at the end of the season. What are your guys' thoughts? Who do you guys think is going to win MVP, Coach of the Year, Rookie of the Year, whatever? Just put that down below. I want to hear it. Also, if you have a suggestion for another sports video, I'd like to hear that as well. Put those down in the comments below. And it may end up being one of these videos one of these days. Who knows? Of course, thanks to you guys for watching. Make sure to click those links down there. Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and Patreon. And, of course, just make sure to keep the sports fleet flowing throughout the day.